Hello and welcome to my Luminosity Yoga series of videos. This one is a meditation, a full moon meditation. I'm recording this on the day of a full moon in Aquarius, so on a day before in August 2021, but you can actually use this full moon meditation for any full moon. So it is supposed to help you release things. So at the time of the full moon in every month, we are in the middle of the lunar cycle of the month. And it has two things that are happening. So whatever we actually brought into the lunar cycle at the beginning of a month as our intention is being illuminated. So we can both see the fruits, but possibly also the things that might need to be released at this point in order for our intention to come through more fully and in a more conducive way. So it's always a time of release. So whereas the new moon is a time where, like a sort of growth period where we are seeding something. So at a full moon, sun and moon are opposite each other. And this full moon in Aquarius is at the 29th degree of Aquarius. So it means it's a very, very short period that the moon is actually in Aquarius on August the 22nd. And depending on where you are in the world, it could be in the middle of the night or in the middle of the day. And if you have the time and you are very interested in working with moon cycles, that might be a very good to actually identify when that time is and to take advantage of that short period. Aquarius is, as many of you may know, it's an air sign, often confused to be a water sign, also because of the actually waves of the glyph of Aquarius. You can also see these waves as a frequency electric waves. So Uranus is the planet associated in modern astrology, associated with Aquarius, and it is definitely related to electricity, and you can say to the electromagnetic field of us, also of our meridians. So electricity is one of the aspects, progress, not only technological, but definitely also technological. It's about collective care, community, humanity. So it is more the love for humanity rather than the personal love of Leo, which the sun is still in Leo, so they're opposite each other. So they're kind of representing opposite ends of the scale. It's related to innovation, invention, and since it is the 29th degree of Aquarius, so each sign has 30 degrees until it actually progresses into a new sign. So this is the very last degree, and it's a sort of completion of a cycle. So the question for this practice could be, what previous journey are you now wrapping up? And if you are interested in looking at your own chart, you can see what house is ruled by Aquarius. And so this is one of the ways of looking at it. Or where is your, what is currently being transited by this full moon? And it's a karmic completion, a karmic cycle completion in a sense. And Aquarius traditionally rules the 11th house, which is the house of community and friendship, also of connections that are beyond the personal. This specific full moon, it is conjunct Jupiter, the planet of expansion and growth, which is also in Aquarius. And so it has a quality of maybe being very aware of what you are releasing, also what you're trying to bring in. So such as not to overemphasize maybe something that might be not conducive for your growth. So the shadow of Jupiter can be also excess or overdoing things. And since we have this very electric quality at the moment, also in the atmosphere, a lot of fire and a lot of that airy quality, might be very well advised to ground their energy at this point. And one of the antidotes is to root ourselves in our senses, in our essential experience of the world. And so this is also something I will emphasize during this meditation. If you can be outdoors, that can be also a very beautiful way of helping yourself ground, literally being on the earth as I am right now. Okay, and just to start us off, I just want us to just do a few movements, and we're just gonna shrug the shoulders up on the inhale and then bring them down slowly on the exhale. Do that 2 more times. Now we're just gonna roll the shoulders a few times, rolling them front and up on the inhale and back and down on the exhale. And then just reversing the direction. So back and up on the inhale, front and down on the exhale. And then we're just going to place the left hand on the right knee, the right hand on top. And then inhale, we open to the right. And exhale, we're going to close. And we just do that a few times, breathing deeply into the right side of the body, the ascending colon, the liver side. Just bringing some breath, some expansion into this part of the body. Coming back to center, just closing the eyes for a moment, taking a deep in and exhale. And then going, switching sides, so right hand on your left knee, left hand on top, and then inhale, open, and exhale, close. And again, just doing that a few times, breathing deeply into the left side of the colon, descending colon, spleen side of the body, bringing breath, bringing energy into this part of the body. And then we're just going to rub our hands together. And cup our eyes with our palms. Take a few deep in and exhales, just releasing tension from the face, from the eyes. Maybe tension you would have picked up while using technical devices, other people's energy. And then moving your hands just over the whole head, down the body in a natural way, just doing that a few times. Just from the crown down the sides of the body. And we're just going to do the same. So from the inside, from the armpit inside, down the inside of the arm to the small fingers, just a few times. Changing to the other arm, inside of the arm. And we're going to turn the arm over, and then from the thumb side up to heart center. Doing that a few times. And just naturally breathing. One more time. And just bringing your right arm up, inhale, and just go to the left side of the head. And just let that arm float a little bit. Breathe into the neck. Without forcing the head, so very gently, making sure not to force anything. Letting the breath go naturally through your diaphragm, your solar plexus. And then look down at your right armpit and just bring the hand on the back of the head a bit more, slightly different angle. Keep breathing into the neck. Pull the shoulders down. Bring the arm down, still look at down at your right armpit, and then bring the head back to center. Take a deep breath into the neck, and then bring the head up. And go to the other side, so the side of the head. You can just let that arm float up and release any tension, imagine, or just feel the tension dissipating through the fingers of your right hand. Again, making sure you are very aware of your own boundaries, whatever stretch feels good, not to overdo it. And look down at your left armpit. Slide a hand a bit more to the back of the head. And again, breathing deeply into the neck. And just release the arm, looking down at your left armpit for a moment. Keep breathing, then the chin back to center. Deep breath. And then bring the head back up and rest your hands on your palms, on your thighs, sorry. Palms facing up or down. Scan the body for tension. Take a deep inhale. Let it go on your exhale. Do the same for emotional tension. Wherever you feel that manifesting in the body, inhale. Let it go on your exhale. And then take a deep in and exhale all the way down into the pelvis, letting go of any thoughts, internal discourse. And just take a moment, just feel the breath at the tip of the nose, close the mouth. Let the breath come and go as it likes, natural breathing. And take a moment to curl your tailbone in and up, the pelvic floor in and up, just hold it all in. And then release it on your exhale and find a connection from your perineum, if you can, between your anus and sexual organs. Otherwise, if that's difficult for you to locate, just choose your tailbone or the area around the anus where the root chakra is located. So preferably the perineum. And from there, just feel the connection to the earth underneath you. If you are more visually inclined, you can send a cord or root down from that chakra into the earth. Stay with your feeling sense and just feel new energy coming into the body on your inhale through that root chakra, through the perineum. And then releasing tension and also energies of other people on your exhale. Tiredness, stress, confusion. And just give that permission that that tension can go. That's the most important thing. So some of it might go right away, and some of it might take some time. Some deep in and exhales at the perineum. And with every exhale, just feel more further down rooted, connected to the center of the earth. And on every inhale, feel the breath flooding up into your cells. And for the next 3 in and exhales, just feel the breath moving up the spine, finding a long back, gently letting your chin tilt forward so you find a long neck. And then from the crown of the head, imagine as if someone's opening the skull. So like a lid, taking off a lid, and feel the connection to above, to the sky, to the heaven above you, the universe above you. And just feel again the crown chakra. From there, feel the connection to above and take a few deep in and exhales here. The connection to Mother Earth remains as you do this. And again, if you're visually inclined, you can imagine a beam of light or a cord connecting you up. However, do stay with the feeling sense and just feel the breath at the crown, entering the body in the inhale. And again, just releasing tension, other people's energies, thoughts, anything else that might be clouding your head or your vision on your exhale. And just feel the connection from the crown to the tailbone, to the perineum, both ends of your spine, from the root to the crown chakra. And find your seat in between. So if you need to adjust yourself, you can always sit on a chair or lean against the wall, whatever is comfortable for you. Make sure you're comfortable. Finding your seat between heaven and earth, however that looks. And then just start to breathe in from both ends through the perineum and the crown of the head. Inhaling to the heart center. And then exhaling also in both directions. Again, just releasing tension, stress, other people's energies, anything that you no longer need at this point on your journey, in this full moon period of the lunar cycle. If you have emotions coming up, that's fine. Just feel them, give them space. Again, same for thoughts, let them come up and just let them come and go. And then we're just going to go from the crown down to the base, releasing tension. We're going to go inhaling into the head. And releasing on the exhale any tension in our head. You can exhale through the mouth if that feels good. If that feels right. You can also make a sound. And on your next inhale, take the throat and neck area, taking a deep inhale. And releasing tension on the exhale. And do that one more time because we have the throat and the neck complementary chakras front and back. And then breathe into the heart center, chest area, shoulders, deepen and exhale. Releasing any tension from that area. And another one for your arms, down into the hands, palms, opening the palms. Moving further down into the belly, just taking a deep inhale into the belly, digestive organs, and letting go on the exhale. And again, just repeating that for the back, the lower back, breathing into the lower back kidney area. Releasing tension from that area. And breathing into the pelvis. Deep inhale. Letting go of tension on your exhale. And the sacrum, back of the pelvis. Deep inhale. And letting go of whatever you don't need right now on your exhale. And then the next inhale for the legs. Just breathing into the legs up to the knees. Breathing into the knees. Again, letting go of tension on the exhale. From the knees down into the feet, deep inhale. And exhaling any tension out through the soles of the feet. Feeling again the connection to the earth and the sky above you, inhaling through both ends into the heart center and then exhaling through the heart. Just feeling your breath at the center of your chest on your exhale. And then very gently moving that breath in your heart center, just feeling the breath here. Feeling into your heart. Taking a moment to intuitively connect with your heart and see. Maybe you can remember, maybe you put like a conscious intention at the beginning of this lunar cycle. Maybe you didn't. Just take a moment to feel into that first part of the lunar cycle, the last 2 weeks. What has been growing? And what is now being illuminated? Just still gently breathing in and out through your heart center. Just sensing the breath there. And then just really sense into the heart and just maybe ask your heart, what is it that needs to be released right now? What journey am I wrapping up? And what is now time to release as a learning from this journey? In the spirit of Aquarius, so what needs to be released in relationship to groups, community, progress, technical innovation, also electrical charge in your own system. This is a different full moon where you are taking advantage or you're using your meditating here. You can think about the qualities of that specific full moon that need to be released or feel at this point ready to be released. And how do I, from this point onwards, want to move forward? Really stepping into the light, into my own light. And at the same time in service to the greater good of all, to the harm of none. You might wish to take some notes, or you might just wish to stay here and just keep breathing and really sensing into the heart. Just sense, physically sense your breathing. And as you might be doing it after this exact full moon date, the moon may have already moved into Pisces, with the sun then in Virgo. So this new water earth quality, what is it that is being born here in this part of the full moon, or what is being illuminated here? Maybe answer to that Aquarian dilemma may well be found in the Piscean realm. If you're meditating at a different full moon, this does not necessarily apply. You can just sense into that whether that does apply. Taking a few deep in and exhales. Think about something that you are thankful for today. Feel that in your heart. And just let that feeling spread across your whole body. A feeling of gratitude. And if that's hard for you, just think about someone you really love and just really wish for them to be truly happy. Start to deepen the breath a little bit more again. And then rub your hands together. And place one on top of the other onto the heart center. And then just with your eyes closed, just see what's in front of you. Bring it back to this heart center and then just sense what is behind you. Bring it back to your heart center. Sense what is to your right. Bring it back to your heart center and then sense what is to your left. Again, bringing it back to your heart center. Just sense what's above you. And bring it back to the heart center. And then sense what is below you. And then thank yourself. Bring gratitude to your practice. Thank yourself for taking the time, making the time, and actually looking after yourself and your own personal well-being. And I thank you very much for joining me on this full moon or any full moon. Namaste. And if you have enjoyed this video, I would very much appreciate if you hit the like button and the subscribe, and if you could comment, that would really help the visibility of the channel. Also, please share it with other people who you feel might be interested in this. You can contact me for personal yoga sessions and also for healing sessions with Acuenergetics on my website. That's www.anyabaya.com, and I will put it in the show notes, and there will be a link also in this video. And otherwise, I look forward to seeing you on the next new moon practice. There's always a short video that I record for the lunar cycle of the month, and the next one will be new moon in Virgo at the beginning of September. I do think it's the 7th, probably depending on where you are in the world. Thank you very much, and have a lovely full moon.